Good day. Evening, I mean. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, I'm on the Amiga screen here. Usually start on this screen. What's going on? Is anybody here today? Is anybody here? We're going to find out. It says no views. No concurrent viewers. That's exactly how many people I've got. Is it even working? Can we confirm? Is my chat box still working as well? Hello. Is this working? Oh, it is. I think it is anyway. It's the crazy world of streaming. And this is Space Debris. You never heard this song before. I bet you've never heard it. Sherlock, you are here. And Steve Herbert. Eye of the Beer Beholder. I love it. Eye of the Beer Holder, not Eye of the Beer Beholder. Eye of the Beer Holder. Yep. I've never played this game. And it might not even work. We might not get to play it today, but we'll see. I just saw your email, Sherlock, but I didn't... I opened the... I think it's a picture. Is it a picture or video? But it didn't open my phone, but I'll have a look at it later. I'm interested to see what it was. All I can see on the picture is like some floorboards, so I don't really know what it was. It was a preview. But there was something... There was something that... Oh, the lemmings have fallen over. Let's put a lemming on here. Where's the blocker got to go? Stick the blocker there. See if he'll stand up. He will not stand up. He doesn't want to stand on the Amiga. He's going to have to lie down. Oh, 1200 with the lemmings. Oh, I see. Is that what it was? I'll have a look later on. Was it a video or a picture? Happy New Year. I enjoy these. Hope the discs work. Well, we're going to find out. I've got an original copy, and I don't know if it works. You know as much as I do. I know it's in the box. That's all I know. I bought a copy of it, like an original Eye of the Beholder. In fact, let me show you what I bought. Praying that the floppies will work. The Go-Gets hello. And did I say hello to you, Retro JB? I think I did. If not, I just did. Where's my picture? My picture? Not my picture? Hang on. Here we go. Let me just put a few other tunes on, because these ones will expire soon. I've just added some random tunes. I don't know what they're going to be. Here we go. I'll show you what else I bought, and I don't know why I bought this as well, but I did. I need a light here. There's no light here. It's all lit from the other side. Where's the best place? That is Champions of Kryn on the Amiga. I've actually got this, and I played this back in the day on my Commodore 64, and I've still got my copy for the Commodore 64 disc, but I never played any of these games, these Advanced Dungeons and Dragons games, on the Amiga. I played them all on the Commodore 64. So I bought this, and maybe one day I'll play this on the Amiga, I don't know. But it's in the box is a bit tatty, it's a bit broken there, but it's all in there. And it's quite good because I've got somebody's save game disc in here, which is quite interesting. 2 save game discs. Someone's drawn, I don't know if you can see this. Someone's drawn a picture of a dragon on there. Pretty cool stuff. It was well loved. So I got that as well, but I'd be interested to know if I played this, if I can remember any of the game, because I've got no actual memories. I know I played the whole thing, and I played Death Knights of Kryn as well, the follow-up, and I've got very little memory of it, so I'm wondering if it would, like, if as I'm playing it, or my memory would get jogged a bit, or I'd just not remember any of it at all. Don't know. I remember it being quite good, though. I enjoyed it. Oh, your Lemmings with the 1200. Yep. Yep. This is where they live. They live in this room. But they won't... They need like a weight in their bottom, I think, just to get them to stand up. The two... I mean, they are bottom heavy, but... Oh, dear. They don't want to stand on unlevel surfaces. The blocker's going to have to stand there. Look at him. Oh, he's up! He's up! We made it. Retro JB, just a quick one to you all to say thanks for the advice last week on the TF1230 woes. Can't remember who suggested the internal IDE port, but I focused on that, and it turned out that the missing fast RAM was due to the length of the cable, of the IDE cable. Wow. Well, you wouldn't have thought that. How long was the cable? That's crazy. Sherlock, my lemmings are fighting with my wife's Disney figures in the email I sent you. I was wondering if it was going to be like the Disney castle or something like that. I was wondering what it was. She's got Disney figures? Crazy. Retro JB says, I was using a long cable to a CD card port that I've set up on the rear of my A1200. Tried a much shorter cable and it miraculously worked. Yeah, I wonder why that would be a problem. I mean, I know you can get interference from cables, but... That's crazy. That is a bit crazy. It must be picking up interference. Or maybe it was... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe does that cable... Was that cable plugged into anything or not? Because maybe it has to be... I mean, IDE doesn't have to terminate, does it? I wondering if it has to be terminated. I don't know. You can probably get a shielded IDE cable if you wanted to do that. I tell you what, like everybody in the universe, I've got a box of old IDE cables. I could probably get them out. I've got hundreds of them. I don't know why, because IDE is so long dead. But yeah, why have I got a box of IDE cables? I don't know. I think it's because every time I got a new motherboard, they give you 2 cables with it, and then I never use them. Just going to put the... I know you're looking at the wrong screen here, but maybe you can see a bit of that. There we go. So here is Eye of the Beholder. Needs. I'll just turn this light up for a bit. Oh, that's better. It's blinding me though. There is Eye of the Beholder. This one's in a little bit better condition actually, and it's got the discs in. It's got a save game disc. Somebody gave me their same game disc. It's 2 discs. Hopefully that's the right number of discs. I don't even know. And let's have a quick look under the light. Oh, that one's already got something in it. That already had a bit of crap in there. It doesn't look bad. I think there's just crap in there from something in this box, maybe. But they look alright. They might work. I've got the Adventurer's Manual, the rule book even. Looks like it's been chewed by a cat or something, or a child there. I remember the guy in the computer shop where I used to go to playing this game back in the day, but he was the one who got me into those other games, but I never played this one. Ah, see, this is what you're not going to get if you don't have the manual. The City of Waterdeep. And it's got all the... it's probably got all the tavern notes, which are actually the copy protection. Somebody's ringed around all these spells and stuff. There's the History of Waterdeep. Right, that's good. It was an internal ID port to CF's card socket that I have in the back of my A1200. I found useful as I could pull the card out whenever. Oh, without opening the Amiga up. Never played Eye of the Beholder. Well, neither have I. I've got the complete catalogue of SSI games. Champions of Kryn, which I've got there. Cursey Azure Bonds, I played that as well. Dark Queen of Kryn, I never played that one. Dark Sun Shattered Lands, I know what that is. Death Knights of Kryn, I played that one, still got it. Eye of the Beholder, that's this. Eye of the Beholder 2. Gateway to the Savage Frontier, never played that. Pools of Darkness, I don't think I played that one. Pool of Radiance, that was the first one I played out of this sort. Secret Silver Blades, I played that. And Shadow Sorcerer, don't know what that is. Spelljammer Pirates and Treasures of the Savage Frontier, I didn't play that one either. They were all, yeah, look, they are, it says Macintosh, Amiga and IBM, but some of these were definitely out on the Commodore 64 as well, but it was disc only, you had to have a disc drive. I've got the That's the card. That manual doesn't have anything Amiga in it. It's the same for everyone. And this is the card that's just got the Amiga stuff in it. So this actually might come in useful. The other thing is, I don't even know if it's going to work on the 1200. I think it will, but I don't know. It says I can make copies of the disc. They're not copy protected. It says, when playing either beholder from floppy disks on your Amiga system, use only one set of game disks at any one time. Using multiple save game disks or mixing game disc sets will crash the program. What? What the hell does that mean? Use only one set of game disks. Is that because they might have released a different version with a different patch in it? I don't know. Hard disk installation. We can install it on the hard disk, so we'll do that. And it's got the controls. Good luck. It says good luck. So we can hard disk install this. We're going to do that in a minute while we listen to music. What else have we got? A little catalogue. There's Death Knights of Kryn. I've got that somewhere. Look, IBM, C64 128, and Amiga. Those are the three platforms. It didn't say Macintosh or anything on there. Oops, sorry, I'm banging the microphone. Gateway to the Savage Frontier. I never played that one. Oh, and they had some other strategy games, like non-fantasy ones as well. Like they've got a baseball game there. And the clue books. Got to rip you off on the clue books. That looks good. And this was worth the money. I have a map of City of Waterdeep Civil Engineering Department. This is the sewers, is it? It's the sewer system map. Oh my god, look at this. There are 3 levels to the sewers. And it's all got notes on it. Trapped gas cleared, crew remains found, new gate added, reinforced wall. There's also an Either Beholder AGA version, but it was fan-made in the early 2000s. Yeah, I did notice, when I was looking it up, I noticed that an AGA version was popping up, but I thought I want to stay away from that version, because if there's something wrong with it or you can't finish the game, then you're kind of a bit screwed there, aren't you? There's not a lot you can do. It's a crazy mod we're playing here. But yeah, so we're going to have a go at it. I don't know if it's going to be any good. I don't know if it's going to be the kind of game that's like streamable, but we could have a go. I mean, if we get into it, we could be playing it for a long time. So I suppose the first step is to find out if these babies actually work. Can I turn this light down now? It's blinding me. That is better. That's better. Whew, that's better.
Well, it's enough for now. We're back.
So Champions of Kryn is for another day. And I also got that camera you just saw. I also had to get a new little capture box for this second camera, because the other one, this thing blew up last week. So I got another one of the same ones I'm using to capture the Amiga. So I can technically capture 2 computers at the same time now. It's fully playable and also has an auto mapper built in. Oh, alright. Yeah, I remember drawing lots of little maps back in the day on graph paper when I was playing this game. Might have to do that again. Might have to bust out the graph paper. You never know. But you have to play it through WHC Load if I'm not mistaken. You probably don't have to, but maybe. I know it's like that Turrican 2 AGA. You can play that like off the disc, or you can play it off a Gotek, or you can play it off WHD Load, or you can hard disk install it. You can just play it just about any way they want, I think. I think a lot of people like the WHD Load because, like with that Syndicate thing where you hard disk install it and then you start it up but you can't quit, or if you do quit it crashes the OS or something like that. So WHD Load is probably like more reliable, but I'm not sure because I've never used WHD Load still. I did try and install it on Amiga Mini when I got that, and it didn't work, and I haven't got around to trying it again yet. So, the question everybody wants to know the answer to. Is it even going to work? Or are we going to end up like spending the next half an hour downloading ADFs? So what does it say I have to do to hard disk install this? Hopefully I can save the game on the hard disk as well. Hopefully. Whoops. Let's have a look. It says... put the original diskettes away and install the game to your hard disk or play the game from copies. Hard disk installation. Boot up your Amiga using Workbench 1.2 or greater. Wow. Amiga 1000 users must boot the Kickstart 1.2 first. This works on the Amiga 1000. Good lord. Make a drawer in which you wish to install the game. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. There's Turrican 2 AGA. I'm right clicking there to make a new drawer, but that is what I've got to do. But it won't right click in there. New drawer. Oh, you can press Amiga N. I didn't know that. Is it bold Amiga? Is that Amiga N? Which Amiga is that? It's that Amiga. Whoops, wrong thing. Pressing the wrong thing. Nope. It's this Amiga. There we go. What's icons? Right. Shall I call it EOTB or shall I put the whole name in? There it is. What's next? I think it says something you have to do something weird. Insert disc 1. This is where we find out if this thing works at all. Is it even going to read it? Bad disc. It says, but oh, it says, look. Oh, they're calling it EOB. Let's rename that. Where's the rename? Icons. Rename. EOB1, let's call it that. Because it is Eye of the Beholder 1. That's probably Eye of the Beholder Disc 1, but either way. We're calling it EOB1. Oh, look at that. It says, drag the install into the open drawer you have made. Okay. So that's going to copy that in there. It's reading it so far. Double click the install icon and follow the prompt. Doesn't sound bad. Sounds like it's working. Well, I didn't expect they'd even get this far today, but hey, look what I'm doing. Another one of these things that you can just like takes over the whole system, but you can still play your music in the background. And now we wait. Even if this disc works, the second one might not. I would have killed for a hard disk on the Commodore 64 when I was playing all those RPGs because it was so much disc flipping. It was 4 double-sided floppy disks for all those games, I think. Insert disk 2 EOB2 in any drive. This is any drive. Right, we're off to a Oh. Oh no! I just about to say we're off to a reasonable start. Wait a minute. I think it managed it. Oh, maybe not. Disk block 854, read error. No, it's not going to read it. I wonder if it's the disk or if it's this drive. I know that a lot of Amigas didn't have hard drives. It still always bugs me that a lot of games didn't have the hard disk installer, yeah. This one does, but it could be that we've got a bad disk. I wonder if I could download the ADF of this disk without any cracks in it or anything like that. can see a blemish on the disc. Oh no, that's just a... might be a blemish there, yeah. Yeah, this disc is not good. That's a shame. It was going so well. It was going so well. I know. We might have to get the get the ADF of it. I'm just trying to see if I can. It doesn't look really bad. Let's see. Give it one more try. Mark, hi. No, it's not having it, I'm afraid. I mean, it could be that this drive's a bit bad as well. But I'm not sure. This is why people don't like floppy disks anymore. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Oh dear. Oh dear. It was all going so well. It was all going so well. So let's see. I'm gonna have to do some Googling now. I thought this stream might end up with a bit of Googling, but I'm gonna have to see. Do you think it's possible to clean the disk and write the ADF to it? Maybe. It could be. I'm not sure if this drive's bad, but I don't think so. I mean, I could try my Amiga 600. See if that reads it. In fact, let's just cancel this. How do I get out of here now? Is it gonna... It's just writing that... Is it destroying my hard disk now? It's constantly accessing the hard disk. Good evening, afternoon, morning, everyone. Also, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. A little IPA pass on it would probably do it. It might be worth a try if it's that. I might have to reboot the Amiga because it's just accessing the hard disk, but it's not doing anything. Maybe I could have got out of that some other way, but it didn't tell me. Let's see if it's destroyed my hard disk. I could try. I've got an Amiga 600 down there. That's mine, and I think it's got a good hard drive in it. I could try on that before we go anywhere. Because it's possible this drive isn't that great in this Amiga. It's possible it needs a service or something. I don't know. I have the originals bought loose from Computer Store in Halifax. Oh, right. Well, if you could make me an ADF, I'll use it. Let's see what it's put in here. Oh, it's got some part of the game installed. Let's just put this disk in and see if we can... We've got a bad block on our disk. Oh, I've lost the disks already. Might try the Amiga 600. And then we can rule out that whether... If that's true, it could be that, you know, I've got a bad drive here. And I'm suspecting it needs a service, but... Oh, my lemming's fallen over. Suspecting it needs a service, but I don't know for sure. And it might just be that one bad block. Here we go. It's not making a great noise. It's got like a ticking noise going on. There it is. Yeah, different block this time. Four discs. Is that true? Because I've only got two. Yeah, if it's 4 discs, I've only got 2, which also could be a problem. Yeah, it's not reading this properly anyway. Well, yeah, that disc's not readable. Let's just bust out the Amiga 600. Let's just verify that it can read or not read this disc. Because if it can, this drive needs a service, which is a possibility. It's a possibility. I've got Amiga 600 right down there. Well, this is not the stream you thought it was going to be. These are not the droids you're looking for. Not the droids you're looking for. Let's do the big screen with the... where's the big... This one. Hang on. Hang on a minute. Hang on. There we go. There might be mold on the floppy. You can easily clean it with IPA. That would be, yeah, I think that would be my last resort. Well, I'll make sure the disc, if it doesn't work in here, I could try that. I don't know if IPA is a bit aggressive. I've got some IPA, but I don't know. I'll try it. Let me check my Eye of the Beholder box so I can tell you how many discs there are exactly. Yeah, it would have to be like the original, because I know that sometimes when these games got cracked, they ended up on more discs than they originally did. Let's get the 600. There's not enough room in here. Oh, it's so small. So small. Oh, it's genuine. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And this one's got a modded PC drive in it. Let's see if this works. I haven't used this for ages. This is the one that's mine. This is my Amiga. My real Amiga. But the drive did die, so that's why it's got the replacement disc in it. And it's got Workbench 2 on it. I suppose we'll know if we just put that disc in and try and read it like we did before. The A600, I hope the little fella can sort it out. Yeah, this is mine. This is mine. Right, here we go. Oh, it's got a proper clunk, that drive. That's got a good clunk on it. Right, we got this far before. It doesn't sound good. The disc doesn't sound good. It's got... Oh, it's got like a ticking. It did that before, didn't it? Oh, you kidding me? This works. Are you kidding me? Yeah, do you know what? The 1200 can't read it. It's a huge failure for the 1200. So I think maybe my 1200 floppy drive needs a service. That's the right disc, isn't it? Eye of the Beholder 2. Let's see if I can... What is all this? Oh, by the way, this has got WHD load on it, but I didn't put this on. This was a pre-installed version of Workbench 2 that came from... Where did this come from? Came with the SD card or something? And it had all this stuff on it. And all these Cinemaware games as well, which is like... Are these free or is this pirate or what? But I don't think any of this works, but... Yeah, it's a bit weird. Where is my... I think... This is where I've got my stuff. So let's make one for games. Let's see if it'll work on here. Can we just... Shall we just call it Eye of the Beholder? Because why not? We can do that. We can do that. Snapshot all. There we go. Right. Yeah, that disc proper clunks. Oh well. Floppy drive servicing may be in order. Do you know what? That makes me wonder how many games have I got down there that I think don't work but actually maybe do work. That's another thing. Right. I mean, it's not like it's going to be any different on the Amiga 1200 anyway. Just be nice to be able to see if this works. I wonder if I could actually. Could I ADF it on here and transfer it to the 1200? Would that really help me? I could ADF this disk and transfer it to the 1200. Anyway, let's see if it installs on here anyway. Here we go. Shall we bother to try and get it working on the 1200? I think the compact flash works on this. I think one thing I miss about the Amiga is the sound of that spinning real hard disk. Because although I've got the sound of the floppy, the hard disk used to make a noise as well. You know, it makes the tick noises like tick, 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 and it'd make like a really high pitched whining when it's spinning. But that's all gone. I suppose I could put a real. I'm not going to go back to a real hard disk. I don't want to do it. They're like CRT monitors. It's not a thing. So RetroJB's hoping the little fella can sort it out. It might be sorting it out. It might actually be sorting it out. Oh, Either Beholder's 3 discs. Are you kidding me? There's only 2 in here. Oh, are you kidding me? There's definitely only 2 in here. Does it even say how many discs it's on? We'll find out in a minute, because if this asks me for a 3rd disc... Oh, are you kidding me? Been done. This is what you get. I've been done. Yes, it does. It says 3 game discs. Damn it. We're just off to such a bad start on this. It's like, I wonder if it was in the... I'll actually ask the seller. Maybe they've got it. Maybe they've got the disc. On the first disk, there is an installer which you have to drag into your hard disk. Yeah, I've just done that. Hard disk draw, choice, and then double click it. Yeah, I've done that one. So I've got this. I wonder if this second disk is going to work. We're just off to a really bad start. We've only got 2 out of the 3 discs. And this one might not even work. We'll find out now. So in a minute, it's going to ask me for disc 3. It does say, it says 3 discs in the manual. Just read it. Just read it. And they've got this 3rd disc here, which is not write protected. So this is somebody's save game disc. Yeah, it says game inventory, 3 game discs, rulebook, reference card, and the map of the sewers. I've got the map of the sewers. Damn it. Well, doing it live on stream, so this kind of was expected. But I think it is reading this disc, which the 1200 couldn't read. Which doesn't bode well. It's a disaster. Could use the save disk. Maybe it's a copy of disk 3. I don't think so. It's not write protected. It looks like a... Well, I could use it to write the disk 3 on, but this isn't going to be disk 3 because... Yeah, it's got somebody's name on it and it's not write protected. I don't think that's disk 3. That's... Yeah, probably be easy to ADF a disc 3. Yeah, I need to find a disc 3. I need to find a disc 3 of this version that I've got as well. Or just get 3 discs. That is a shame. And what's even more of a shame is my 1200 doesn't work. People were saying it does sound dodgy on the stream, but you're never quite sure if it's a bad disc or if it's a bad drive. Because the drive can sound funny when it's trying to read a disc, but who knows? In my box, I have 3 manuals, clue book, rules book, and another thinner one. I don't know the map, some leaflets, and 3 discs full set. Yeah, I've got. I've only got 1 book. There's no clue book. That might be a. I've got the rule book. That's it. Yeah, insert disc 3. So it read that one without any problems. At least we think it did. But I don't have disc 3. It's a massive fail. I might ask the seller if they know of the disc 3 anywhere. Which is a shame. I need 2.3 megabytes of free disk space. Damn you. Right, gonna have to Google now. Unless somebody, do you want to ADF me your disk? Suppose if you've not got an Amiga handy, that's the problem. Let's see if I can find it online. Right, it's time to do some Googling. It's a real shame the disc's not there. Let's see. But it's going to be a cracked copy, I think. That's the problem. I didn't want the cracked copy. I wanted the non-cracked copy. Let's see if we can find it. Drive's clicking away asking for stuff. This is what you get for trying to play a 34-year-old game on a stream. This is what you get. This is what you get. Oh, I'm searching Internet Archive and it's got the it's got the manual that I've got now. Nope. Let's see. Oh, maybe. Do you know what? Maybe there is a cracked version, but there's a version here that is. It just says SSIDE. Is that German? Oh my God, there's so many versions of this. Right. Let's have a look. Eye the Beholder. Disc 1 of 3, disc 1 of 3. Oh, one of them's got a name next to it. Disc 2 of 3. Don't tell me disc 3 is not there. I don't actually believe this. Oh, there's a disc 1 of 3, disc 2 of 3. And then the disc 3 has got something saying Fast Eddie on it. So that'll be a cracked version. Is there no 3 of 3? There's a SSIDE. Is that German? Disc 3 of 3. SSIDEA. Disc 3 of 3. And SSI. And this is SKR Fast Eddie. So that seems like it's a crack. But I wonder if the third disc is the same. I don't know. Is that the crack team? So I want an uncracked version of it. Damn. Absolute damn. So I do have an 8500, but it isn't connected at the moment. That's all right. I can definitely make an ADF for you. I don't think they're protected at all. No, it says in the manual they're not protected. But this don't. Hang on. But can you use the WHD download LHA file? Yeah, I don't know. Has that got the ADFs in it? But they'll be cracked, won't they? Because they're all cracked versions. D should be German. Check this link. Oh, it won't put the links in, I'm afraid. It won't put... It's a complete install. Okay. I mean, that might be what I want, because if I can just copy the install onto the drive, that's all I need. Right, let's find the WHD load. Unarchive the LHA, and it's the complete game folder. Okay, let's try that. Let's do that. Let's get the LHA. It's a shame there's no... the disc I'm looking for isn't there on this Planet EMU. It's got disc 1 and disc 2, but not disc 3. It's like, geez, what's wrong with these people? Let's have a look. So was there just an English and a German version of this? That's interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder why there was only that. I'm downloading the LHA. I'm going to see what's in it. Well, this has been an interesting stream, hasn't it? Should have put some music on while we're doing this. There's no actual way to get out of this either. Like this, like if you start this installer, you kind of like you're done. Like you're kind of done. Let's reboot that then for now. But that is a shame. I'm more upset that I've got to service a 1200 drive. I don't like servicing those drives because they are a pain. I mean, I like the drives, but yeah, they're a pain. It'll be another video if it is. Right, let's see what's in this LHA file. This is where I'm going to find out that I don't even have LHA on here, do I? I do. Oh, what's all this? Okay. Right. Let's see if we can get this onto... I might as well get this onto the... If this is going to work, I might as well get the 1200 back then, had I? Right, it's time to swap again. It's time to go swapsies. I think. It says, you saying on Planet EMU they have it? Yeah, they don't seem to have disc 3. I couldn't see it. Unless I'm missing something. I'm seeing... I'm seeing either Beholder, the disc 3 of 3, I can't see it. I can see a cracked disc 3 of 3. It says CR, SKR, Fast Eddy. Oh, the ADFs are on a site called Amiga Love. Tried to link it, but I guess it was removed. Yeah, just YouTube doesn't let you put any links in. Oh, yeah, 2 discs. Okay, right. You might want to try the AGA version. I'll see if I can look at Amiga Love. Hang on. I have got the LHA though from WHD Load. Oh, this does say ADF. Hey, this has got pictures of the box. Yes, there's the 3 discs. Damn you not having to. Oh yeah, it does. ADF disc 3. Hey, here we go. I'll download them all just in case. Yeah, Amiga Love has it apparently, or it's a virus. We're not sure. One of those two. Right, I'm just doing some unzipping. And then I'll be with you. Well, sorry, this stream has turned into a bit of a crazy thing. And it's interesting that it can read disc 1, but it can't read disc 2 on the 1200. That is extremely interesting. Right, we're nearly there. Give me a second. Amiga Love is a trusted portal. Hello, another eBay problem. Not exactly. I mean, I'm not sure if the person who sold it probably knew. I didn't. It's a 3-disc game. It's only got 2 discs in it. I'll ask them if they know if they've got the 3rd disc. Maybe they do. In fact, that makes me wonder how many discs does Champions of Kryn have. I bought Champions of Kryn as well. This has got 3 discs. Don't tell me it was on 4. Let's have a look. Need 1 meg of RAM. It doesn't say. 2 or more floppy drives. That would imply it's got more than 2 discs. Oh, it says hard drive installation. Well, this has got 3 discs in it, this one. I thought 2 discs was a bit small for either beholder, but hey, not 3 discs. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm missing a disc, but I've got something. Hang on. I think the compact flash works on this 600, but I don't know. Let's just, oh my word, how do I get this thing in? I think you have to mount it though. Is he going to do it? There it is. It's just need to put that in the startup. Right, that works. We're going to get there. I'm going to transfer this stuff onto the card. Oh dear. Oh, it's been an exciting stream. But hey, I thought I'd do it live and then you get to see the... Well, you get to feel the pain. Get to feel the pain with me. Of trying to use real things. This is what you get. This is the power of trying to use real things. Right, hang on. And I unplugged the mouse when I'm plugging this thing in because I've got no USB ports left and I don't trust unplugging anything else while I'm streaming. Eye of the beer holder. Right. We're nearly there. Blimey. I can see some flickering on Amiga screen, like some noise. Is it connected via OSSC? Yeah, it is. I'm not getting any on my monitor. You might be seeing YouTube artifacts, maybe. That's a possibility. I mean, it does get squished. I think also, if you look, I think YouTube tells you that this is a 60 FPS stream, but it's not. It's a 50 FPS stream. And I think it's converting it. So you might get some noise from that as well. That's a possibility. Here we go. Eye of the beholder. There it is. So I've got the 3 ADFs. So maybe I could just use this save game disc and we could write... We don't know what's on this disc though. We could just write the ADF onto here. Have I got ADF on here somewhere? Probably have. Oh, ADF is in here. Got it on hard disk. No. Don't use this very often, so I've kind of forgotten. ADF, there it is. If you want to try AJ version of both Eye of the Beholder and Eye of the Beholder 2, let me know. I've just uploaded them on my Dropbox. Oh, okay. I think they are available though, aren't they? Because they're probably a free download, aren't they? Here it is okay. All right. The flickering is a game brightness thing, and YouTube compression seems to amplify it. I've got better results by using VJ adapter and the third input on OSSC. I'm not seeing that on my screen though. It's not changing brightness or anything. So I'm not seeing any of that. Let's ADFs, here we go. So we want Eye of the Beholder 3. Stick a disc in here. Empty. Busy. There we go. I have that problem also if I connect Amiga via OSSC. Tried various settings, cannot manage to sort it out. Are you going to make the floppy number 3 with an ADF? Yeah, I've just made a real floppy from it. I don't think I can get the installer to read the ADF, even though the Amiga 1200 can read ADFs directly. I don't know that it can actually read it. It might be able to, but I don't know. If the ADC brightness is high, it causes flickering. YouTube compression can see it even when you can't. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm not looking at the... I mean, it looks okay, but when I look at it on OBS, it's just a tiny little screen, so that's the thing. Right, let's see. We've got a third disk here. Let's try the install all over again. Let's see if it'll do... Where did I put the... I'll put it in games, but it's not really... Oh no, wait a minute. I'm in the wrong place. What am I talking about? Let's get rid of this stuff. Eye of the Beholder, it's right there. Let's run the install again, even though it's half installed. Let's see if we can get it to work. Well, you're taking your merry time doing this. I tell you what, the Amiga 1200 is faster. Oh. That's weird. It's because it's half installed. That's interesting. It doesn't understand what's going on in here. Let's try this again. Let's get rid of this and let's go again. Delete. There's no shortcut to delete. Yeah, probably have to delete draw. That's what I'm doing. I also have to be careful with this Amiga because the R key falls off, I think. Right. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to go again. We don't know what we're going to get. I'm using 2 original discs and 1 that I downloaded. So this could be bad news. This could be really bad news what I'm about to do. Go ADF. I don't know what that one is. Right. Missing a disc. Damn it. Maybe it said it on the auction. Maybe I didn't read it. I'll have to have a look. I'll tell you what I might do as well. After this is installed, if it works, I could just copy the whole folder onto the compact flash drive and just transfer it to my 1200 and see if it works on there. Is that going to work, do you think? It's just copying files. I don't think it's doing anything fancy. I don't think it is anyway. Best thing to do to make 2 copies is use Grease Weasel. Yeah, I've got a Rob Smith Dev, what's it called, drawbridge thing, but I find it's, I don't know if the drive I've got's a bit dodgy, but I find if I was saying that, I've been finding if I write stuff on that, it won't read on my 1200, but that's probably because the 1200's got a bad drive. That's probably it. Yeah, the installer only copies files on the... Yeah, you're saying it's going to work. It does not modify stops. Yeah, I thought so. John H. asks, has you got any ST games? It's just... No. No. No, I do not. Actually, I probably only played on an Atari ST once. I think I went round to a friend's house back in the day when the ST was a thing and he had an ST. Maybe more than once. I did have an Atari 8-bit though. I had the Atari 65XE, which had like the same like look and feel to the ST. So I'd probably be like reasonably comfortable on that keyboard because it's probably, I think it's probably my first computer or home computer. But no ST games. So what we end up like an hour into the stream and I haven't even installed the game yet. It was going so well after disc 1. It was all going so well. Then it turns out the 1200 is completely busted and there's a disc missing. Good. But you never know. We might even get to start this game today. I was hoping I'd get to the point. Do you have to roll characters in this game? I was hoping I'd actually get to roll some characters. And I thought I might get to start the game. It's just like, we're an hour in and we're all bored of watching menus. Don't even know if this is going to cut it, this disc. This dodgy disc. I've got to say that these proprietary parts too, with all the pitfalls and workarounds. The 1040 ST was my second computer, and the first was the Spectrum 48K. There you go. All classic computers, though. What was the 1040? What was 1040 about it? Was it a megabyte of RAM? I know the letters actually stood for something on the Atari, didn't they? Like the STFM was the 16-bit floppy drive and a modulator in. Is that right? Is that what it stood for? And then the 1040, what's the 1040? It means 1 megabyte, but why is it 1040? I don't know. Let's see if this disc works. Otherwise, we still haven't got anywhere. Oh, this could be a bad floppy as well. I just picked it out of this box. So the STE, what's the E mean? Enhanced. What was enhanced about it? Oh, the 1040 ST FM, 1 megabyte RAM, FM from modulator RF. I thought it was F for floppy and M for modulator. Wasn't there a version of the Atari? Wasn't there a version of the Atari ST that didn't have the floppy drive in? Is that right? The original version? did you have to have an external floppy drive? We're talking about the TRST now. I don't know much about it. F for floppy, M for modulator. Right, that's what I thought. Because I thought the original one was absolutely no floppy driving. Which might not have been a bad idea. You don't know. OGST doesn't have built-in floppy. There you go. Crazy. What kind of computer doesn't have a floppy drive in? FM frequency modulator. Yeah, I think it was just the M was for modulator and the F was for floppy. I know FM is frequency modulator, but 260 and 520 did not have floppy drive. Oh, wow. Oh, well, come on. Just please cut me some slack. I've got a read error on a disc. Right, hang on a minute. Right, this disc's probably bad as well. I mean, it was stored with that one. Oh, come on. This can't be bad. Come on. Right, let's get a known good disc. Known good disc. It's funny, you can get back to the workbench on this. But, let's see. I need to ADF this one again. Let's see if I can get this thing out of the way. Go to the background, please. Not that. Oh my god, it's like it's uncontrollable at the moment. We might have to go again. This is ridiculous. I can't even get to this. It's going so slowly. I wonder if it's trying to... I don't know what's happening here. No, I can't access anything. Damn you. We're going to have to go again. Yeah, it's not having it, I'm afraid. Right, we're going to go again. Damn it. Just damn everything. You could mount the ADF with Go ADF or image mount, and then you won't need a floppy. Can you, though? Because if I mount it... Well, if I can mount the ADFs, the Amiga 1200 can already do that because it's Workbench 3.2. But can that installer program recognize that? That's the question. If it can, then I can just do it all on the Amiga 1200. The curse of bad floppies. Yeah. Well, let's just... I know this is a good floppy here, so... Before I go anywhere... It says golf on it. That was the stuff we were doing last week. Right, let's... I think we're going to have to delete this now because this doesn't... It doesn't like doing a partial install. So here we go again. This is insane. Oh, it's so much slower, the 600. I'm used to the 1200 now. It might be Workbench 2 thing as well. But it's so much slower. Right, we're going again. If not, I will try just getting the 1200 out and using the ADFs on that and just installing it. Or if I can install it on here, we can just copy it over to the 1200 as well. So that will be fine. Oh, except I need to... Oh, let's quit this. Come on. Because it won't mount. It won't mount the floppy drive. Mount the compact flash. It has a palette with more colours. Same number of colours displayed on screen as a standard ST. It's stock 68,000 makes it much slower than the A1200. You think? It's nothing to do with Workbench 2. All this process would have been faster on the A1200. Yes, it would. It would. Anyway, here we are. We're here now. So let's try and get this thing to work. Let's do it. Here we go. So whatever this floppy disk is, it's bad, I think. I think it's bad. I should have known to trust trust someone else's floppy disk. Anyway, this is the perils. Like we're over an hour in now, and we haven't got anywhere. A1200 runs 68020 at 14 megahertz. Yeah, I mean it is faster. It's also actually the other thing is I know what it is. It's got fast RAM in it. My 1200 has. That's another thing. So most of the stuff it's doing is coming out fast RAM. If you look, it barely uses the chip RAM apart from the screen. That's the big deal. There's no fast RAM in here. 68,000 cycle to cycle isn't really faster like 6502. No, you can't really compare the two, I suppose, really. It's right. That did sound better. That disc that I took out of that thing did sound a bit dodgy, actually. Oh, hello. Oh, there it is. Right. Let's go for try number 3 for install of almost completely real floppy disk. Let's try again. Let's try one more time. Let's make a games drawer at the very least. Let's do it properly this time, because this one's going to work. Oh, I got the caps lock on for some reason. It's new draw. I just know it's Amiga N, but I'm not doing it. Right, we're nearly there. We're going to do it. This is what computing was like in 1990. It sucked. It absolutely sucked. And people complain today, oh, I've got to download it. Do you know what? I downloaded a 0.5 gigabyte patch for a game the other day, and it downloaded in like, you know, so many seconds, and then the game just booted up and it was fine. And I didn't have to do anything. It was crazy. The Archimedes had 8 channels of audio, did it? And 256 colours on screen. Quite a few Amiga games, including Lemmings, were ported and enhanced. So Lemmings is better on the Archimedes. It's a shame that all the Archimedes are all dead now because they've all got a clock battery on the board that's killed the computer, hasn't it? That's the problem with the Archimedes. I bet most of them are dead. They're like the Amigas 2000s or whatever that all got dead because of the batteries that they put on those boards. If you had 8 MHz 6502 and 8 MHz 68000, 6502 would be faster. Well, it's one of those things. It's like, oh yeah, if you had an 8 MHz 6502 and an 8 MHz 68000, yeah, it probably would be. But, and there's a but, isn't there? Is that you can only do 8-bit math. So there's one thing. So if you want to do 16-bit math, you'd have to write more instructions, but you're probably right, probably would be faster. Probably. But then also the Amiga's got all these registers as well, so that can also help in it being faster. It's got like 16 registers. But yeah, the 6502 was an excellent CPU. It'd be interesting to compare the speed of an 8 MHz 6502 and an 8 MHz 68000 and see how they compare. See what I mean, once with the 6820 though, now it's got like CPU cache and stuff. That really that sends it to a new level. So that's the thing as well. You can try to read the disk. You can try to read disk with this software that you use to check before installing. Yeah, I could have done. But I know this disc that I'm writing to here is good. I know it's a good disc. Tell me about I repaired a lot of corroded PCBs. Really? The actual Archimedes or just generally everything? But yeah, I bet there's not many Archimedes that have survived because they've been put in a cupboard. They've probably been looked after, or at least people thought they were looking after them by putting them away in a cupboard. And they probably, because of that clock battery, I bet they're all screwed. I mean, that Chris Edwards, if you watch his channel, he has fixed so many battery damaged Amigas. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's like more than 50% of them are battery damaged. It's like 80% of them are battery damaged. It's only these little wedge ones that have been doing so well because They don't have batteries in them, and even the ones that do have got it on the expansion board. And even when that leaks, I mean, the expansion board can kill the Amiga, but it's reasonably well segregated from the computer, so it's less likely to cause severe damage. But yeah, I think the Archimedes is it's slap in the middle of the board. Gadget UK has them all. It's possible. Oh yeah, he's done some insane battery repairs, hasn't he? He's repaired that computer, and I looked at it and it's like, there's no way that's going to work. There's absolutely no way. And he got it working. It just shows you that if you spend enough time and you want to put enough bodge wires in, you can do it. But I don't know if it's a huge use of time. Good use of time. It might be. Every Amiga saved is an Amiga saved, I suppose. But yeah, batteries, they were the worst things ever. Are you enjoying this screen of just saying copying disk files? Hey, we're going to get somewhere. We'll get somewhere some point. We'll get somewhere. Right, insert disc 3. This is where we've fallen over at every single step. This is where we fell over every single time. Here we go. Oh, I can see it writing files to the disk. It's definitely writing something. So there might be an A1200 floppy service video coming up. Nobody likes the floppy servicing videos. If disk 3 fails, the world ends. I just wanted to play Eye of the Beholder. God, what's the problem with a 34-year-old game? I think this just goes to show, though, like, I'm doing here what you would have had to do back in the day, although you wouldn't have bought the thing on eBay and not had one of the discs come. So that wouldn't have happened. But I'm just doing what you had to do in 1990. That's all I'm doing here. So if you take for granted, like, you know, these gigabyte patches that you get nowadays, they are nowhere near as bad as this. like I said, I installed a 500 megabyte patch for a game, and it, you know, 2 seconds later I was playing the game. It was not a problem. So the technology that we've got now, not just the hard disks and stuff and the speed of the computers, but the internet and the infrastructure is really, it's just, let's face it, it's a bit better now, isn't it? They did not think that someone would use these machines with a RTC battery 20 years after. Well, no, they didn't. I think they were probably planning for a 5-year life. And I suspect they knew that those batteries leaked after 5 years. They probably did. And I suspect a lot of those batteries didn't leak after 5 years. What? What is this? It can't read this disk either. That doesn't make any sense. There's a checksum error on it. Oh, do you think this disk doesn't match the other ones? The end is here. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll try the 1200, because if this installer can just read the ADFs, we can just install it from those, and we're done. Because I've got the ADFs on this compact flash, and that will work. Before I leave this 600 though, I'm going to delete this Eye of the Beholder because I need to know that it's a partial installation and it doesn't work. What is the deal? Oh, look at that. How long has it been since you've seen that screen? What's going on? Has it killed my hard disk? Oh no. The disk light's just stuck on. It might have killed my hard disk. Oh, look at this. This has gone even worse. You said the world ends, but it might be the end of my Amiga 600. I've never seen that. I haven't seen that screen in a long time. Is it booting now? I had to hard reset the Amiga. Here we go. I think the Amiga's dead. Or is it slow? I'm not used to this one being that slow. Let me just delete that folder before we go any further. So, because I might leave this, you know, I might not boot this Amiga up for 6 months and I've totally forgotten all this. You can mount all ADFs. Installer calls for a disk in any drive. That's fine. I'll do it on the 1200 because it can already mount them all anyway. Let me just get rid of this stuff. There is no shortcut to delete because they would thought, why would you want that? Why would you ever want that? Right, I'm sorry, Eye the Beholder. I'm sorry, Amiga 600, but you have failed me. You have been a giant. There's nothing wrong with the 600. It's actually working. So, the game, actually, to be honest, yeah, the game probably would start with that half-baked install, but I wouldn't want to use it because not in an RPG. It'll just like take me to a dungeon and then the whole thing will just fall to pieces, or I'll get characters that don't appear or something like that. Anyway, little 600 excursion. Right, it's back. Right, it looks massive now. It's back. Worst day of my life. Let's try again. And then another hour creating the party. Oh, yep. I saw something weird on OBS then. You saw something strange, but it wasn't strange on my monitor. I've just got a black screen though. Is that right? That doesn't seem right. It's doing something strange now. Uh-oh. What was that? Did you see something bad happening then? I think I've picked up a virus from that disk that I put in. It said empty on it. Something bad. Let's just reboot that and see what happened there. This could be my Amiga's infected and dying. Something weird's going on here. I can't remember how fast this thing normally boots up. I don't think it's PSU. No. Error validating, did you see that? Don't know. Let's try it. Normally boot this up with the compact flash in though. Oh yeah, I think something weird's happening. It's the Fast Eddie virus. Let's see what's going to happen here. Hang on. It's error validating stuff. Oh, that's the drive I was installing to. Yeah, do you know what? I think has it corrupted the drive? Stuff is the name of the drive that thing was installed on. Oh dear. Oh dear. I could hold down both mouse buttons on reboot, but that's not going to get me anywhere. Well, it may be that we're in a worse place today than we were before. It's a possibility. I can see the hard disk lights going. Oh, what is this? I think the drive's corrupted. Intuition is attempting to reset the workbench window. Please close the following window. System request. Well, this is the system request. This is it's saying close this window. This is the window I'm trying to close. Oh my word. So, bad news. Are all your deckies down? What does that mean? What's a decky? Well, it's the end of time. It's funny, it actually seemed to boot up better with the compact flashing. Decorations, yeah, right. I've got some Christmas lights, but I keep them up all year. And I've got some Christmas lights at the back, keep them up all year as well. Right, the Amiga 1200 is busted. I can't believe installing Eye of the Beholder has broken the hard disk. Is it because it was... it might have been in the middle of writing while I was resetting it, because that installer couldn't quit. Oh, the 12th day. There you go. Well, we just wanted to play Eye of the Beholder. And this is what we got. This is what we got. Oh, it's bad luck to leave them up. Oh, I see, yeah. That's interesting. With the compact flash in, it's managed to start up. It's interesting that this is... Oh, there's no shortcut for delete, is there? Oh, that's a nice delete screen. Oh, look at that. Volume stuff is not validated. What does not validated mean? That is interesting. Where's the thing to look at the hard disk? What's it called? It's not format, is it? Or is it format? Nope, don't want to do that. It needs validating. Start with a workbench floppy. Oh, I don't. Yeah, this is another thing. I don't have a floppy, do I? Because it came on those stupid CD things. It's okay. Yeah, where are the hard disk tools? I don't know that I've got them. Is it hard disk? Is it on here? Hard disk toolbox. It could be that this is... Eye of the Beholder has actually killed the hard drive. I can verify data on drive. Oh no! But even if it validates it, it's just going to say something wrong. Good Lord. Actually, so gone from installing it to I can't install it. Oh, no errors, really? Really? Oh, that's what you're going to say, is it? Really? Well, I don't believe it. See, I think there's some corrupt stuff in here. Yeah, stuff is not validated. What does that even mean? DOS error 213, disk not validated. Oh, there's help. The disk validation process may still be in progress. It's also possible the disk is corrupt. Oh my God. Will the game not run direct from floppy? It will. I just thought I'd install it from the hard disk, but I mean, the floppies aren't going to work in this 1200 anyway, because it seems like the 1200 drive is not able to read the second disk. So that's a problem in itself. It doesn't recommend running from the disk anyway. I don't think I ever did that back in the day, because if the disks go, you kind of like, well, you're kind of screwed. So you might as well just copy them, or it even says just copy the floppies and run them off that. Disk salve util will validate the hard disk if you have this utility. I don't think I've got that. It is interesting though that, I mean, it seems to be working, but I think there's invalid files in that folder now. Well, anyway, let's see. Let's give it another go. Right, so that's gone bad in there. Everything in here is bad. We just don't know. Let's delete that anyway, just to make sure it don't accidentally run that. Delete. Yeah, not validated. I can't delete any file. In fact, can I delete any file anywhere? Nope. Nope. Well, Eye of the Beholder has screwed my disk. I'll tell you what, let's run disk salve. Yeah, I'm not going to do this on the stream though if we're going to start messing about with this, because this has already gone wrong enough. We're nearly 2 hours in and I've done nothing except corrupt my hard disk. But I will just check to see if I can hang on. I mean, if worst comes to worst, this stuff partition can be wiped anyway. If it's just that partition that's bad, that can be trashed probably. I mean, it's got a load of stuff on there though. That's a problem. Let's just see if it can copy a file. No, it can't do anything. It can't do anything with this disk. Oh no. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. Oh dear. So there you go. Your computer cannot handle such excellence. No, that's true. OS will validate disk itself after 10 minutes. What? You just need to wait until it finishes. It will show 0% free until... Oh, is that what that screen was? That one. But, wait a minute. Yeah, but this is just a deleting install screen. It's nothing to do with that, is it? How do you even know what it's doing? That's the question. No. I mean, it's not accessing the hard disk, so it's not doing anything. Right, it's not touching the hard disk right now. I assume this this workbench disk is probably all right. 0% is free stuff on disk. Yep. Well, we're kind of stuck. Look, this has got my bars and pipes installed on here and everything. I wonder if I can't copy stuff off this either, probably, can I? That's going to be a bit of a shame. I could probably... no, I can't access it in WinUAE either. It says 0%, 0 bytes free at the top of the stuff window. Does it? Oh, yeah. 100% full. Oh, that disk isn't full though, is it? It's broken. 1.5 gigabytes? Seriously? That's not true. That is not true. But it's yeah, it's corrupted itself. Oh, that should change when the validation. Yeah, but how can it be validating a disk when it's not accessing the disk? The hard drive light's not even on. So I don't think it's doing anything. I mean, you can reboot it, but I don't know about this. But I mean, I have to see if I can salvage it. I'd like to be able to salvage some of the files off there. But I think it's corrupt. It's been a complete disaster, this Eye of the Beholder. It's just been like, what are we in? It's nearly 11 o'clock and all I've got is a corrupt disk. It's hopefully I've not corrupted the 600 as well. I definitely didn't install a gigabyte of stuff, I can tell you that. Yeah, it's accessing the disk like loads here. And this is taking too long, this screen. I don't think it takes... There it is. Bad header stuff. Bad header. Yeah, I wonder if I can copy stuff off this. I don't know what I've got on here that really wants... like saving. I don't even know if I can read this. I mean, I'm reading it now. If I can read stuff off it, I'd probably, when the stream ends, I'll have to like find out what stuff's on here that isn't saved. Which there probably is some stuff. I don't know what exactly. And see if I can copy that stuff off. Let's have a look. Can I copy stuff off this? Can I copy... let's copy one thing. Rebels Mega Demo. Let's copy that. Ah, so I can read it, but I can't write it. And this disk, which is the... Compact Flash, is all right. Oh, it makes the file system read-only until the validation is finished, so it doesn't get any worse. Yeah, but I can't see that this is validating anything because it's the hard disk light isn't activating. So I suspect it's not doing it at all. That's. I mean, it does sound about right. It's I can read it, but I can't write it. So that sounds about right. I mean, it's not a system disk anyway. It's just got my stuff on it. So I could salvage. I could copy everything off it, like reformat it, and then start again with it. Welcome to I can't say that either. No idea what that is, but nice sounding word. Play something in A600 and let the A1200 validate in maybe about 1 hour. Yeah, I just don't see how it's... Unless you know how you can tell that it's validating. How do you get the task list on the Amiga? I mean, it does mean we can play... It does mean we can play Hippo Player because everything on this disc is now read-only. So we can at the very least... Hippo Player this. Let's just put a random thing on. I haven't got my headphones on. Because why would I need them? Nothing's working. I nearly spilled tea into the eye of the beholder. Well, old computers, eh? Oh, that's working. You still have the option of using utility to mount the ADFs on the 600. Maybe. I'm not going to do that now, though. Like, I'm not going to start swapping computers again. If you have two PSUs, I probably do. But again, I'd have to start running around the house trying to find them. David Wall Jones, hello. Try to move something with Dopus. Yeah, I've done that. I can copy, but I can't write. You can't see it. You just see the hard disk working. I don't know. What, you're saying it's doing something to the hard disk without turning the hard drive light on? It doesn't sound right. Not copy move option. I don't know what you mean. Not copy move option. Well, I could wait, but I don't know how long you'd need to wait or how you know if it's even working. I don't think that's doing anything, really. Right mouse button, tools, task manager. Yeah, right. Reset workbench. That's what I've got. I've got tools. Well, that's the way it is right now. That is the way it is. Thanks, AI. Yeah. Well, it's not the worst thing in the world. The data's still there, and worst comes to worst, I can copy that off. How could installing one game just screw it up so badly? Is it because I copied a bad block onto the disk? I don't know how it's done it. It's very strange. But yeah, it's like not validated. Well, we didn't get to play Eye of the Beholder. We didn't get to play it. It's been a total disaster. So next week, by next week, hopefully I'll have just got my hard drive back the way it should have been. And then I can try again. But I'll tell you what I can do. These things should mount. Where is it? Hang on a second. So yeah, I should be able to just mount these. Where's one? Do these mount? Yeah, Eye of the Beholder 1. That's not the drive, is it? No. So I can mount these here and maybe the install. Oh, I should have just done this from the start. This would have worked. This would have totally worked. So I could just mount 1, mount 2, and mount 3. There you go. And I should have just done that. And then run the installer from that. That probably would have been fine. Using it is validating as user. I'm not sure about this. I mean, maybe you're right, because computers were a bit rubbish back then, but if it's doing something and I don't know how long it's doing it for, or even if it's doing it, it seems like a bit of a bad idea. Seems like a bad idea to me. Seems like this has got to be trashed because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's all completely not validated. See, it's not a thing. I'm not saying it's not doing it, but it just doesn't look like it's doing it. I can't tell that it's doing it. But yeah, obviously whatever it is, it's all this that's corrupt. Something in here is corrupt because it wrote something bad. I think I remember the hard disk light was on when I reset it because I couldn't get out of this installer program. That was the problem. And somehow it was probably writing the disk while I was resetting it or something. Could be it. But there's not a lot. I mean, there's not a lot of. Yeah, all you've got is this, really. And this says there's no problems. I tell you what, I've got my... that's my other partition that I never used. Might be time to format this partition and start using it. That's what I could do, actually. I could flip-flop that into there. But I don't want to copy any bad stuff over. Yeah, I got this whole partition that I never actually formatted. Happened to my A12 on day 3000 and 4000, just wait. Really? You can't do more? It seems so strange to me, though, that you're telling me there's a magic process that I don't know, and you just have to wait for it to finish, even though there's no visible way of knowing how much it's done, or even if it's doing it. Like, it's not even got the hard disk light on. Like, how long do I wait? It's crazy. But I mean, I could finally use my DH2 uninitialized section. Well, I suppose you'll know if that changes, but how can it access the drive without reading the drive? Without doing the light? That's the magical bit that I don't know about. Seems too magical for me. Seems all too magical. And here I've got the discs as well. My phone and my PC have your live stream running at exactly the same time. Well, it's bumping up the views. Dependent on the disk size. Well, it's 1.5 gig. If there was a way of knowing what it was doing, how'd you get the tasks on the Amiga? Take it back to the Commodore store. I will. How'd you get the tasks? Anybody know? Tasks. What's the command? Nobody can remember. I've got the manual. Don't worry about it. I've got the manual. I tell you, worst comes to worst though, I've got that other 1.5 gig unpartitioned, and I'll switch over to that. It works in random interval and validate disk probably and just calculates a new checksum and the basic info about this. But if it's doing that, it's doing it, I'll say this again, it's doing it without lighting the hard disk light, which is magic. So I don't think it's doing anything. That's my personal opinion. Even for software in the 90s, was it really that crap? Come on. I'm back. Had to put the kids to bed. What's happening? What's happening is I've corrupted the disk. Oh, I haven't done it. The Eye of the Beholder installer did it. How do you find what tasks are running on the Amiga? Do they even call them tasks? I see, validation error, right? That's what it says. What's the command for finding? Is there even a command for finding out what programs or what stuff's running? There's definitely a way of knowing it, isn't it? Or maybe I'm thinking about Windows and Unix and stuff. Where's my shell reference? Setting the clock, opening, closing. It's got like heavy guitars in it. Oh well, Eye of the Beholder, wasn't happening. I use a tool for Scout stuff like that. This is the problem. Everything's a different tool though that I don't have, and I don't want to start messing about when I'm on the stream. I remember DiskSalve would validate disk for me when that happened. Well, I'll have a look at that. DOS snoop installed. It's the problem. It's like everything's like, oh, just get more programs, which I can't put on the hard disk because it doesn't work. I can put them on the compact flash though. I don't know how you find out what programs are running. You can get information about it. Maybe you can't. Maybe you just could never do that. No, maybe you could never do that. Well, this is where we're at. This is where we're at. But I've got Eye of the Beholder working. Well, I've got the Eye of the Beholder ADFs. That's what I have got. Just glad I haven't screwed this and the A600, but you never know. It's time for that yet. How is it possible for an installer to just balk a hard drive? It's just crazy, isn't it? Like I said, I'll never complain about downloading a 4 GB patch ever again. Well, not that I complain that much, but... It's been a huge disaster. It's been a huge, huge disaster. Yeah, 0 bytes free. That's not true. I suppose they're saying 0 bytes free because that's how they've... Is that how they've locked it to be read-only, by saying that it's 0 bytes? Maybe. Maybe they have. What is this? This mod can go. But this disk is reading fine. It's not really... I mean, there must be a corrupt file on it somewhere. It's reading just fine. It's really funny. Like I've done this stream and I've tried to play Eye of the Beholder, and it's completely screwed up, and I've balked my hard disk, and I've now got 26 concurrent views, which is probably my record. I actually had 32 viewers, so that is my record. At the point, no, 33 it says. I had 33 viewers. That is my current record for live streaming. And all I was doing was trying to install a game and screwing it up. Snoop DOS is part of the OS. It should be in the tools folder. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, I thought you were joking about that. That's for real, is it? Sorry. I thought that was a joke. I've never heard of that. Maybe I have if I run it. It's in the tools folder. What? I feel like you're trolling me now. Well, that is true. Yeah, I did say, because that's true about the thumbnails. Like, I didn't know if the discs were going to work. And what I probably should have said is if the discs are actually even there. You are trolling. Yeah, I was thinking, what is Snoop DOS? Is that something then for the... Is that... What was the DOS thing for Amiga? That was cross DOS or something, was it? I can't remember now. It's in one of those folders. Yeah, there's not a lot... We can use the calculator. We've got the calculator. Just remember, there's always the calculator. But I will put money on this validating thing. It's not validating anything right now. It is just doing nothing. Flying to Vancouver, sun's about to set. Looks wonderful with the snow glittering below and everything. What? Are you for real? You're actually... I don't know what's going on anymore. You're flying to Vancouver. What? I was not trolling. Snoop DOS is an amazing tool for the Amiga. You can see all the OS calls. Oh, okay. Oh, playing Microsoft's Flight Sim, of course. Maybe in the utilities folder. Oh, right. Are you saying it's actually pre-installed, though? I don't know who's trolling and who's not now. Because I don't remember. There's nothing in utilities. There's a clock. Here's the clock. It's 2021. That's the problem. What about system? We've got format. There's a mounter. Oh, what's find? Oh, yeah, that's new in 3.2, that one. There's help. Oh, that's what we do. We need to go to the help. Why didn't anybody suggest this before? It's not part of the vanilla install. Yep, there you go. Where's the help gone? I just started help, didn't I? Even the help doesn't work. Help did work. 3.2 help. Apparently it doesn't. And what's expansion? Is that like... I don't know what's in there. Nothing. Well... type Amiga validating in Google. Okay, here we go. Right, I'm doing it. Amiga validating. Yeah, it's this. The first thing it says is power on the Amiga, and after the disk starts validating, wait till the light goes off. It's not on. That's what I'm saying. It's not accessing the disk at all. It's not accessing the hard disk. There's your problem. It says run disk. Is disk salve built in? I don't know what all these utilities are, you see. It says run disk salve, but that's a third party thing. I think you told me that, did you? Yeah, I don't know what that... I've never heard of that. It just says you can let the hard disk run Workbench validate the disk. But it's not... It's definitely not doing it because there's no light on. Yeah, no light. Oh dear. Right, what we could do... This could take ages, though. We could actually... This is what we could do. We could do what I suggested. It says it's part of Amiga OS 3.0. Disk Salve is part of Amiga OS 3.2. Really? It doesn't look like it's part of my Amiga OS 3.2. Oh, with an updated disk doctor. Right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Nothing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to sort this out offline because we've just got to be here all night, aren't we? This is going to be a disaster. Terminator 2 soundtrack with 26 channels, which is why you can't hear it. Well, that was that. And that was that. So I've got two problems. I've now got a corrupted disk, and I think the floppy drive is also a little bit bad. So I need to, at some point, I'll try the suggestions of disk salve or whatever, but this is clearly not doing anything. I'll try that, but if not, it's not a system folder, so it can just be wiped. I'll just get all my stuff off it first. I've got another partition I could copy onto that. Let's play another game. What can I play? What can I play? It's a good question. I'm not going to play Champions of Crane. We could install that on the hard disk. That game has been a total disaster. It's really been... Eye of the Beholder has been the worst game I've played so far. I've got to say it. Right, I'll make another drink. We should play some... I've got Parasol Stars. Oh, is that one that doesn't work on the 1200? Oh yeah, Shuttle Spaceflight Simulator. I don't know. I'm going to make a brew and then we'll maybe play Parasol Stars. I'm sure I was playing that on the 600 though. I'm just going to end up reaching for Turrican because it's right here. That's going to be the problem. And we know it's... Should have played Dungeon Master. Well, I should have played Champions of Crane. I bet that would have worked. Champions of Crane would have worked. Eye of the Beholder 2. Screw it. Let's get it. But there you go. This is why you want GoTex. This is why you're doing WHD load. It's a funny thing because I actually do quite like I quite like the way that it's got. I'm using the floppy disk and all that kind of stuff. I'm using it old school the way it was, because I feel like when you just turn it back into a full, like, you know, you put a GoTech in it and all that. It's like you kind of lost a bit of the magic of what this computer's all about, because it had a floppy drive and it was an integral part of a lot of stuff. So, you know, installing your stuff onto the hard drive from a floppy, that was a thing. You had to do that. Or you had to juggle, if you didn't have a hard drive, you had to juggle between the two, you know, the two floppy drives. I had an external floppy drive. But yeah, it is a pain. And the discs break and the drives break. It's a total pain. And that's why we don't use them anymore. Yeah, that's why we don't use them. And this kind of stuff happens. You put an installer in, you've got a bad floppy drive, it writes a bad file, and the whole thing goes completely wrong. It went completely wrong. I even said, didn't I, when it was installing, I said, oh, is this going to corrupt my hard drive? It's like, yeah, it has. It has totally done it. Tell you what, maybe what we should do, as a little test, because we can do this while this is playing, and since I've got this 1.5 gigabyte uninitialized partition, as a test, let's see if we're not... This is probably going to make it worse, right? Okay, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Saskatchewan. Currently over Saskatchewan. Nice. Let me know when you come in for the landing. Wish you luck. Remember, anyone you walk away from, it's a good one. Right, we're going to do it. Here's my This is not partitioned. Oh, it's already partitioned. Can I format that partition? How do I format? It's already partitioned. How do I format that partition? I just go to here, do I? Can I go format? Format disk, that's it. This is all I wanted to do. It's stuff 2, because stuff 1 died. Warning, all capacity will be lost. Okay. I never crash, apart from last night 5 miles from London to the airport on Win 27. I never crash. Yep. Right, we've got stuff 2. Here we go. This is what we're going to do. Oh, I should have made a games folder. Does that move? That does move. Right. Here's what we're going to do. We're not using the floppy disk because we couldn't. In theory, this will just copy all 3 because they're all mounted. Don't do that. Don't format a partition. Why not? Yeah, look what it's doing. Why shouldn't I format a partition? Because I've already done it. Oh, that's interesting. So that disk block error is in the ADF. It's in the ADF. It's not in the. It's nothing. It's not even using the floppy drive. It's still got disk block error. Try to imagine the universe exploding and every molecule breaking apart at the speed of light. So that would be bad. Right, oh, we're back to the same thing. It's going to screw me again. Look, this is what it did before. Right, the hard disk light's on. I'm about to corrupt a second disk now. So that's the problem here. Right, I'm about to... it doesn't matter, I can reformat this partition anyway. Oh right, so I'm back at the same error that's just caused the problem. So I don't know, you can't really see it here, but the workbench light's on. Sorry, the hard disk light's on. And it's just, this program has no way of stopping it. You can't get out of it with the mouse. So if you just say cancel, don't do that thing, and it's constantly accessing the hard disk. So this is gonna screw this second partition. I probably should have quit while I was ahead, shouldn't I? Because I'm about to. I think I've corrupted 2 partitions now. If you're doing it now, your computer of no more workbench. I don't know what you're trying to say. I think I might have no more workbench because I've corrupted a second partition now. That's a problem. It does have a black screen. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah, it's too late for don't format partition because I already did it about 5 minutes ago. And that's why people use WHC load. So there's stuff. So maybe I just keep retry. Oh, well, what was that? Right, stuff 2 is stuff 2 is also now dead. This installer for Eye of the Beholder is a disaster. It's a total disaster. Stuff 2 is not validated. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable what this has done. I'm going to format stuff 2 again. Right. Oh, stuff 2. Disk of the invalidated 2. Yeah. Right, that's back. So ultimately it's just borked. Like that installer is borking the disk. It's borking the whole disk. It's crazy. Oh, it mentioned SanDisk something with error. That. Yeah, I think this one's all right. Yeah, it's got some kind of German compact flash reader or something. Yeah. So there you go. So that's the way it is. So 387K. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So that installer just balks the thing. So they're not actually even my discs. They are actually ADFs that I downloaded, and they have a bad block on the ADF. I just mounted that ADF on my A1200 and copied the contents to RAM to see if it's readable. Got the same error. That's what happens when you give programs full control of hard drive. I don't think it's got full control of hard drive. I think it's doing it through the system, but yeah. Anyway, I'll have to sort this out at another point. I'll just move everything from stuff to stuff 2, except for the Eye of the Beholder folder, which is a problem. And then I suppose it's fine. Don't know if any of these programs that are installed really require anything special. They probably don't. No, they probably don't. So yeah. The installer is the basic installer that uses the system. I don't know. I mean, it might be. I think any program on the Amiga can take over the system, though. It doesn't need special permission, I think. It's not like a modern operating system where, you've got, what is it, like user space or whatever they call it and all that kind of stuff. Protected space and all this. It's just like, no, you start a program, it can do whatever it wants. But it shouldn't do whatever it wants, but it can do whatever it wants. That one is bad because when it went wrong there and you say cancel, I think if I'd reset it without saying cancel, it would have been all right. But after it says bad block and I say cancel, it's just constantly accessing the hard disk and then I can't do anything. No permission required. Yeah, it's the way it is. It is the way it is. So I think I'm going to... What a disastrous stream this has been. So if I do... I think I'm going to use directory opus. And I'm going to copy from DH1 to DH2. And I'm going to copy Ooh, not that one. Not this. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm in the wrong place. I'm going to copy everything except the trash can. Where's the trash can? And games. We don't want games because that's already been a disaster. I'm just going to move all this or copy all this over to the other drive. It's going to take ages. And that's where we're probably going to leave the stream with me just like copying this drive over because it's disastrous. Or I could try that disk cell first. I'd probably be better off doing this first because at the very least, I'll have a copy of the stuff that I've got on here. I think by deleting all the copies of that Eye of the Beholder from your hard disk should fix it. You can't write anything on that drive anymore. You cannot write anything. I don't even know if this stuff's like stuff that I've got copies of somewhere else. Probably is, but here we go. So this is exciting. In the meantime, this whole computer. This is where I'm going to have to end the stream. Would just be like doing this. Just copying stuff. What a total disaster. Yeah, that installer is a disaster. I wouldn't be surprised if the Champions and Crin installer is the same one. But why has the disk got a bad block in the ADF? That's not right. That's just not right, is it? It's like a plague. If it helps, I've enjoyed the stream. It does. It does. I really wanted to play Eye of the Beholder, though. So I think the safest bet is probably if there's an installer in that LHA, maybe is to use that. It's been real. It has been totally real, this stream. 200 miles from Calgary. And yes, it's been fun. You haven't even been watching. You've been flying your plane between Canadian places. Crazy. Next week, I do want to play Eye of the Beholder, though. I was quite excited for starting an RPG, and it's just been an absolute mental disaster. Like, really has been a disaster. The disc's missing. I've got some new ADFs, and they are an installer that can completely destroy a hard drive. Someone can create fresh ADFs from which to install. Yeah, if somebody could do that, that'd be great. I'd like the ADFs of the original Eye of the Beholder, because unless that installer is actually, like, literally does that, but I don't believe it. Maybe it's something to do with 3.2. No, I don't know. It's just saying a bad block in there. I tried to do that for my original list. If you go to my About page on my channel, there is you can find my email, and you could email to me. That would be great. And I will try those instead. I downloaded another ADF for disc 3, and it is readable. Where did you get that from? It was great streaming. Yeah. Where did you get the disc 3? Mark, where did you get the disc 3? It had the same error on A600, so it was ADF. All right. Hey, look at this. I'm copying all this junk that I've got. All these mods that I've downloaded over the last year. Streams. These aren't backed up anywhere. These are just on this Amiga, I think. It says, yeah, maybe it's just some elaborate copy protection, except I've got the manual here, and it actually says there is actually no copy. It says there's no copy protection on it, and you can just copy the discs. So it's actually telling you should definitely install this on your hard disk, which I wanted to do because I didn't want to disk juggle. And seeing as that's how you could have played it back in the day if you had a hard disk, that seems great. And it does say, yeah, freely copy the discs, they're fine. But apparently not. I'm blaming my drive, which does appear to be broken, though. Another thing I could do is install it and upload the game already installed. Yeah, you could do that as well. Yeah, you could, like, take the install and kind of, like, just zip it and all. Yeah, no copy protection. Yeah, no copy protection, but I don't have all the discs. So, and the ADFs that they've got for some reason, how do you manage to get a bad block in an ADF? I mean, I suppose that's possible, isn't it? It's a complete replica of the disc, isn't it? So it's not a bad block. It was saying there was a checksum error or something, wasn't there? So someone's made ADFs that are bad. Oh dear. I'll ask the seller as well if they've got that, if they can find that third disc. I bet you it's long gone. It's probably went like 30 years ago. But what a disaster. What a total disaster. I am copying all this junk to the other partition. I knew, like, when I made this drive, like about a year ago, I just thought I'll take 1.5 gigs and I'll leave this extra partition with nothing on it, just in case I need it for something. And I've never formatted it until today. And now I'm doing it. Now I'm doing it. But yeah, Eye of the Beholder. We're off to a really bad start. Like, really bad. Like, I mean, it's funny, isn't it? Because it's nothing like super important on this computer, because it's like, it's for messing about with. But you still don't want it to get destroyed. I think I've got the original, like, install of this as well that I did, because I did the install on WinUAE somewhere. Look how slow this copy is. I say slow. What is it copying? It doesn't really tell you. It's just copying files. Mostly all the mods. Eye of the Beholder 2 is 4 floppies. Right, that makes sense. Because when you make the follow-up, it has to be bigger. You can look at it that way. You have to fight it to play it. And installation is its own quest. It really has been. It has been. I thought I'd have problems. For some reason, I thought with this stream, I thought I might have some problems, but I didn't think I'd have this many problems. Never had a stream where I didn't successfully even start the game. I mean, it's come close sometimes. But it has been fun. It has been fun. And I don't even want to tempt fate by... Oh, I mean, I could... Can I? Do you know what? I don't want to tempt fate. I don't want to do anything else with the computer while it's doing this nonsense. So I'm just basically copying everything that was on that partition, which is slightly smaller. I have backups of all my Amiga hard drives. Yep, I probably should do that with this at some point. But again, if it really failed, there's nothing I'm that desperate for. It's all stuff I could get again. It's mostly the mods, actually. And even then, the mods, because I download a load it for each stream, when you get some new mods, like there's so many junky mods in there that aren't very good. I'd really have to go through them all and find out which ones are the good ones and which ones aren't. These are all just like thousands of them I've downloaded. Look, Xmas 23 stream, it's copying now. Oh, ADF. Oh, I didn't see your last message. ADF of Disc 3 is found on Old Games SK. What is that? Old Games SK. Oh, right. Old Games. Really? And that's a working one, is it? Well, this is going to be for next week now. Eye the Beholder. Let's see. It's an RPG, that's what it's telling me. Download Macintosh, download Atari, download Arcade, download Demo, download Amiga. Oh, right, okay. I don't see, it's just gone to download, but then it's just got loads of other games. It's weird. This website kind of makes no sense. You do search by title, and then you can go to the downloads, and then now I can't search anymore. I have to like just look through it. Is there a random search thing I'm looking for? Search games by title. Eye of the Beholder. Maybe I'm being a bit stupid there, but I can't see how you can... I go to the page, and when you go to download, it doesn't take you to the Eye of the Beholder. Download. Oh, and it does. Sorry, this website's just a bit crazy. Amiga. ADF. Amiga floppy disk images. Oh, yeah, cracked. Oh, that's a shame. I don't want the cracked versions. It's crazy. It's easier to play a cracked version than it is to play like the version. It's really strange. But the original version has got some fantastic hard drive corruption built into it. Where to buy a full version? What? Eye of the Beholder, £7.89. The Archives collection. DRM free. What's it on though? It's not on the Amiga, is it? What? Seriously? Someone's actually selling this. System requirements, Windows 7. There you go. Okay. I was thinking that's a bit weird. Oh, you play on Windows 7. Probably means it still works on PC now. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'll get that another time. It looks like it's a cracked version though. Oh, did this actually finish? Okay. It says okay. Wow, this actually finished. A quick test before attempting an installation is to copy the floppy content onto RAM disk. That way you can see if it's got errors. That's a good point. I don't want to do that install again with a bad disk. That's exactly what I just did. Sorry for not testing the other one. I found it Google. Took me straight to the right page. That's all right. The website is odd. ADFs are very likely to be cracked as they don't do funky block level copy protection. There's no copy protection on this though, but there is it's probably got the thing where you got to read stuff out the manual. So someone probably still cracked it just for that. But there's no disc copy protection. I don't hear no fat lady singing. Yeah, well, hang on. I'm nearly there. Let's let's go back. I'm nearly there. I'm just actually at this point just fixing my fixing my hard drive. Right, that's all I'm doing. Right, let's make this games folder here. And let's copy everything but Eye of the Beholder. Oh, Syndicate's on there as well, but it didn't show up, did it? Let's copy those in. I had my Syndicate installed. Forgot all about that. So Eye of the Beholder is dead to me. Or at least that one is. It's dead. Yeah, I'm just copying the remaining stuff. So I've literally got a duplicate on a different partition. I've got a duplicate of that stuff partition, which is terrible. It's terrible. But yeah, if you could email me those, I'd like to play the original ADFs, just so they've not been cracked. It's not got anything strange in there. And we could see what it's like. It seems I've got 2 of the discs anyway. Your disc might be a different revision. It's possible, but I don't know. I don't doubt it. They might have released a different revision at some point. There we go. I've copied everything except that bad thing. So in theory, everything in here still works. But this is stuff 2 now. Hang on. Yeah, this is totally working. So I've literally copied that whole partition. So that's great. But I don't want to screw that thing up again. That is a thing. I'll tell you what, there was one other thing. Oh god, I'm gonna break something again, aren't I? I'm gonna break something. So this is playing off stuff 2 now. So oh, I tell you what, I should have left that open, shouldn't I? Because I think this can do this magic. We've got this. Can you extract an LHA from it? There you go. Archive extract. Let's just make a folder in here, just in case. Look at this. This is the WHD load archive. Yeah, I could have just done that. It's just LHA-X or something. I said the stream was ending and I've just carried on. But I think these are the files that I was just trying to get, aren't they? Oh my god. Oh good lord. What a disaster. What a total disaster. But this is probably, again, this is a cracked version, isn't it? We'll find out if it works. Makes me wonder if that was a thing back in the day, if anyone screwed the hard disk. Right, here we go. But now I've got Space Debris running. Yeah, look, I've got 1.3 gigabytes free. Is stuff 1 still validating? Yes, it is. That'll get put. I could literally now just format that and copy everything back and back where it was. Because it will let me format, but it won't let me write to the drive. So it's going to be inside another folder in here. Oh, look at that. What is this? It's got the manual. Can I just run this from here? there are so many situations where the piracy experience is much better than the legit version. Yeah, Luce Rossman made videos about it. It is a thing, unfortunately, that whenever you put copy protection into something, the copy protection is only to stop the pirates, but only affects the person who actually bought the thing, which is unfortunate. That you're screwing the person who actually bought it instead of the person who actually is going to pirate it. Do you have a WHD load on the Kickstarter installed? No, I don't. But I was hoping that these files would be in here, that I could just run it. But I don't. So there you go. None of that's installed. If I did, I thought all the actual files would have been in here. I just double clicked that then to try and make that big. Did you see that? Ah, look. Wait a second. Yeah, you can still run the game, but how? Is it in here somewhere? Yeah, I'm thinking it's in here, but what's the name of the executable? None of these are executable, are they? Is it EOB1? Oh my god. It's quarter to midnight. And look what I've done. I could have just done this from the start. Oh my word. It's ridiculous. It's been 2 hours. And this isn't even the stuff off the disc. Just could have just downloaded this right at the start. That didn't take long at all. Here we go. We've got a story. Hey, I got it to run though. Well, kind of. Whose suggestion was it to do this? To get the WHD load? It's got an intro. This is cool. Welcome to Debut 2 for YouTubers. We stream until 4 AM every Saturday night. I'm not even going to play this today. I'm just happy that it's running. I can't even believe it. I'm going to get the... oh, I should have kept... In fact, have I still got it? I've still got the install from that on that bad stuff drive, and I can take the icon and put it in there, and it'll have the proper icon. Then I can have the Eye of the Beholder icon. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not even watching the story. Prepare for your dangerous journey. I'm going to have to watch this again now. He's got a ring on. Look at all this. This is fancy. This is why it was on 3 discs, not 2. Just joined. Have I missed anything? You've missed a lot. You've actually not missed anything. I've just started the game. And if you think I'm kidding, I'm not. How long have I been streaming for? Oh, I've just run the game. I missed a bit at the start because I was so elated at actually getting the game to run. Oh right, this is going to be the sewers. I've got the map. I've got the map. Look, there's sewage coming out of there. That's not good. But it is good because I'm in the sewers. Is there going to be a lot of sewers in this game? You missed 2 hours installation. You missed 2 hours of me installing the game. I had to get a different Amiga out. That didn't work. I've used 3 different sets of ADFs. They didn't work. And I corrupted the hard disk on my 1200. And it's still corrupt now. Oh, I've been sealed into the sewers. That is the worst place. I missed the start of the story. Why am I going in the sewers? I'd have to watch that again. Well, I said I was going to quit a bit ago, but there you go. Quitting is for losers. Is this going to work? I feel like it's gone black, the screen. Hello? Maybe it is a bit of a disaster. I've got to shut this floppy drive up. Maybe it doesn't work. Or do you think this black screen is normal? It's not, again, it's not accessing the drive. It's not doing anything. Maybe you can't run WHD load straight from the drive. Maybe it's been modified. At least another couple of hours. No, I mean, look, this is it. I'm on a black screen. Yeah, you're looking at the same thing as me. That is a black screen. Does it want me to press the space bar? What's... I don't think you can run the WHD load on its own. Maybe. Join just in time. I can run Frontier without WHD load. Okay. Well, it's stopped there anyway. It's just stopped. It's not accessing the disk, and it's just a black screen. Maybe it's not compatible with the 1200. Just play for some tutorial. No, I'm going to quit now. I really am going to quit. Well, I didn't get to see the game, but I got to see the intro. Yeah, I think I'm stuck there. Yeah, that was the other thing I was going to say, that if I did get it working, I wasn't really sure if it's going to work on the 1200. So the WHD load might have some, when you run it through that, some stuff that patches it. I would have suspected this would have worked, but then I also would have suspected that the installer wouldn't corrupt your hard disk. So I've been wrong on a lot of things today. Yeah, I probably should. I should probably try it on the 600. You're right. That's a good idea. So by I don't care which computer I play it on, because it's going to be the same on either, is it? So by next week, I'll either have it running on something. I hope it will. I'd hope so. That would be great. But yeah, it's been so it's been fun. So there it is. For everybody, that was Eye of the Beholder. It was a complete playthrough in 2 hours. Amazing. Still WHD load could patch game files also, which would only work on WHD load. Yeah, it's a possibility. It's maybe. I don't know. It's a possibility. That was quick. Yeah, it broke down quickly, but it worked. So it's still got that. It's still got that problem. Oh, I think it says RAM disk there, but it's just moved stuff to there for some reason. It's it kind of doesn't work. So there we go. Oh yeah, this is all the stuff for the WHD load, isn't it? It's got the manual and the rule book. So what I do want to do before I wipe stuff, oh, you can't see it though, can you? Before I wipe stuff, is I probably should just, I just want to grab that icon. Look at it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's grab that icon. To do that, we're going to use dopers again. Nice streaming. Solving Amiga problems. I'm not sure if I've solved any problems today at all. What I am going to do is... not that. Oh. Oops. I didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that at all. Oh, where is it? Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to steal the info for that icon. Where is it? It's that. Is it EOB info? That's the one, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to steal that. Hang on a second. And it's called. Oh, wait a minute. Did I run the wrong thing? Maybe it's that I should have been running. Or is it EOB1? I ran EOB1, and there's an EOB as well. I'm glad I never bought Eye of the Beholder as a kid now. Let's just have a look. Oh, that's the wrong drive. That's the wrong drive. That's the broken one. Yeah, look. Did you think I ran the wrong... Maybe I ran the wrong file. Did I run EOB or EOB1? EOB1 might have been the intro, yeah. So I've just stolen the thing, and now I've got an icon for it. And now I'm kind of back where we were with the other one, I think. Let's run the... If this doesn't run, then that's not it. Let me quit Dopus. If not, really this time, really I am going. But we're going to end the stream as soon as we find out what this does. Right, so actually I think I'm running a different thing here. Can I skip this? Oh, we want to purge our city of an ancient evil. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're going to do that. Found a solution. It's those dudes. You can't skip these bits. Yeah, I ran EOB1. I did. I wonder if this will be different. Either way, we're going to end up in the sewers. I've got my icon. At least that install gave me the icon. That's the intro. Commission you to find the nature of this evil. Okay, so that was it. They just, the Lords of Waterdeep just want us to go into the sewers. Really? That's it. That's the whole plot. It's not much of a plot, is it? Can I go faster? I can go a little bit faster. Some of these bits you can speed up, some you can't, like this. Oh, you can. You hold it. You hold it and it goes faster. They're commissioning you to find the problem with your Amiga and fix it. Right. Yeah, so holding space speeds the game up. Or the intro up. Fate is sealed. Right, we're in the sewers. What's going to happen? Oh, there we go. Right. So there you go. Load a new game. Start a new party. Oh my God. We finally made it. It's been... Right, I started the stream at 9:20. It's now 8 minutes to midnight. And I'm going to exit to DOS. That's it. We're playing this next week. Except, oh, exit to DOS doesn't work. But WHDLO can probably do that properly. Yeah, that's a shame. That's one of the things, like, with these hard disk install games, it just doesn't work properly, does it? I bet you that didn't work in normal Workbench. I might get a tad emotional. Yeah, okay, right. Next week. Eye of the Beholder. Yeah! This game, we're going to play this game. It's going to be great. And my hard disk will not be corrupt. We fixed it on stream, kind of. I'll probably format that partition once I'm sure that all the files have been taken over it. And then probably just copy them all back to the other one. We're back where we were. You can see the Canadian Rockies. Once I cross those, I can start descending. That's it. Well, make sure if anyone you walk away from, don't go in too hot. And good luck. Happy landing. Yeah, if I reformat that drive, it'll get rid of that problem. It will get rid of the problem, I think. Oh, well, there we go. So, thanks for tuning in for Dave Installs a Game. It's been great. And for those of you who are flying planes right now, good luck. Happy landing. Don't go in too hot. It's winter in Canada. Well, it's winter everywhere. Well, it's not actually winter everywhere, what I'm talking about. But you know what I mean? In Canada, it's always winter. Right, that's it for the stream. It's been so fun installing a game with you. This has been my most, for concurrent viewers, my most popular stream ever. And I didn't even get to play the game. And that says it all. What people think about my game playing, it's like, well, I'd rather watch them install than do this. But it has been a wild and wacky ride. And at peak, this is just insane. At about 11 o'clock, peak time, when I was in peak in the middle of like, oh my God, what a disaster. I had 33 people watching, which is my record. And I thank you for a new record of the worst stream ever. I can't believe you watched it. I'm going to go and play a real video game now. Not this one. I'm saving that for next week. Right. Have a good night, everyone. And next week, we'll play a video game. You're going to love it. See you later.